R.I. Presents.
Sea People Mountain People Chapter 2 Encounter with Mythology. Previous overview. Kunnecup rode on the back of Tannukamuy and went to Polokotan. Tokapcup hurriedly asked her fellow men to look for her sister. And then, in the room where the men had left, Tokapcup stood dumbfounded. The suddenness of the event left her helpless. I'm always amazed at Kunnecupu's ability to action, but the situation is too bad right now. I don't know what's going on or what's about to happen. All we know is that her father was captured in Kunnecup and that deforestation was forcibly carried out and some people were injured. There were other weird rumors, but they weren't true. Right now, the men are checking the situation, but I think it will take some time for the whole picture to come into view. It's 2 days journey from where we're to Polokotan and another 3 days to Kunnecup, so it's a distance that takes 10 days to make a round trip. In other words, I need at least 10 days to grasp the situation. Until then, I had no choice but to wait here, but the fact was that my mind couldn't keep up with the sudden change, and I couldn't move. But time wasn't kind to us. The next evening, the men who had gone in search of Kunnecup came back and reported that they had seen a group of Wajan up close. They said they didn't know if they were really looking for them, but that it would be better to leave the place and take refuge in the mountains. But that was too much for Tokapcup to accept, and she refused to leave, saying she couldn't leave the place until Kunnecup returned. But they had an appointment with her mother, so they begged her to hide in the mountains and evacuate with her when her sister returned. However, she was determined and stubbornly refused to evacuate, saying, "I can't do it unless my sister is with me," and they were in trouble. They were in trouble, and as they talked to each other, one of them walked out of the room, and the remaining man began to persuade her, but there was a hint of impatience on his face. In the end, he respected Tokapcup's wishes, but on the condition that she stay away from the coast and be ready to evacuate at any time. I could feel her determination in her interactions with them. It seems that her mother's words, "So please take care of Kunnecup," were an important promise for her. Perhaps if there was no other choice, Tokapcup would have gone to find her sister on her own. That day, she went to bed with an anxious mind. The next morning, she woke up as soon as the sun rose, and then she got up and went out of the room to look at the color of the sky. Even at times like this, the body seems to remember the habits. It looks like the weather will continue to be sunny today, but I would have liked it to rain if possible. If it rains, the Wajan will stop searching, so we have more time. But I can't see the sky in the distance from inside the forest, so there is a possibility that the weather will change in the future. Right now, we just need time. As soon as the sun rose, the day started uneasy, but from early in the morning, people came to her one after another with food and drinks. They exchanged greetings with smiles. A person's smile is healing in itself, and the smiles of many people give her courage. It may be an indication of how much the Tokapcup family is adored by many people. There was always someone in the room that day, and I was making small talk with her, but I felt the kindness of everyone who sensed her situation. However, what bothered me a little was the content of the conversation she had with the visitor, and it seemed that most of them had a negative opinion of the Wajan and did not want to coexist and co-prosper. They talk about how they can live anywhere as long as there is an ocean and a river, and I think that can be taken as a break with Polokotan. I hadn't decided anything about the future yet, but I felt a little uncomfortable with the conversation on the premise that I was going to leave Polokotan. At the very least, I would like everyone to understand the situation before making various decisions. People's feelings are not so easy to change. But there is still a chance to clear up misunderstandings. And I don't think Tokapcup and her family want to leave Polokotan either. Today's story ends. The continuation of the story will be updated Monday. Please look forward to. If you like, please subscribe to the channel. See you again.